When we imagine the roots of civilization, we often think of Egypt's pyramids or Mesopotamia's ziggurats. But at the same time, another great civilization was rising in East Asia, one that would shape a culture for thousands of years. This is the story of the Shang Dynasty, a kingdom of warriors, artisans, and scribes, where bronze reshaped warfare, rituals connected humans with the heavens, and the very first Chinese writing was born. Around 1600 BCE, a powerful leader named Tang of Shang overthrew the last ruler of the legendary Xia dynasty, kicking off China's Bronze Age. Centered in the fertile Yellow River Valley, the Shang kingdom expanded its influence through advanced agriculture, powerful chariot armies, and incredible metalworking skills. Archaeological sites like Anyang, which served as the last Shang capital, have revealed massive palaces, sprawling tombs, and advanced bronze foundries. These aren't just ruins, they're the fingerprints of a highly complex and organized society. This was no mere tribal chiefdom, it was a true dynasty of kings who meticulously recorded their reigns, rituals, and battles for all of posterity to see. But perhaps the Shang dynasty's most profound legacy is found etched onto ancient oracle bones, turtle shells, and ox shoulder blades inscribed with the earliest known Chinese characters. These weren't just decorative carvings, they were direct questions posed to the gods. Priests would carve a question, heat the bone until it cracked, and then interpret those cracks as divine answers. Will this year's harvest be bountiful? Will our armies be victorious in the next battle? Will the king's child be born healthy? Each inscription carefully recorded the question, the date, the diviner's name, and sometimes even the final outcome. These writings represent the birth of Chinese script, and what is truly remarkable is that you can see their direct descendants in modern Chinese characters used today. The oracle bones were China's first real step out of myth and into the light of written history. The Shang didn't just invent writing, they mastered bronze technology on a scale that was simply unparalleled in the ancient world. Their artisans cast breathtakingly intricate vessels known as ding, gui, and zun, adorned with elaborate patterns of dragons, mythical beasts, and sacred symbols. These weren't just beautiful pieces of art. They were essential tools for rituals used to honor their ancestors and communicate with the spirit world. Bronze also completely revolutionized warfare. The Shang army, equipped with bronze-tipped spears, sharp daggers, and sturdy chariot wheels, dominated neighboring tribes and expanded their kingdom's borders. Every single artifact, from a wine vessel to a weapon, reflected a complex belief system built on hierarchy, reverence, and a deep sense of order, values that would go on to define Chinese society for millennia. The Shang kings ruled not just by military might, but by divine right. They firmly believed their authority to govern was granted by their ancestors and the powerful spirits above. The king wasn't just a political ruler, he was also the chief priest, personally performing sacred sacrifices to maintain harmony between heaven and earth. This unique blend of spiritual and political power laid the groundwork for a concept that later dynasties would call the mandate of heaven. But like all great dynasties, the Shang eventually faced decline. It was weakened by internal corruption, power struggles, and growing rebellion from its subjects. Around 1046 BCE, a new power, the Zhou, rose from the west, claiming that the Shang had grown corrupt and lost heaven's favor. The age of the Shang came to an end, but its incredible legacy of writing, bronze craftsmanship, and ancestral worship endured, shaping every single Chinese dynasty that followed. The Shang dynasty truly marks the beginning of recorded Chinese history, is the bridge connecting ancient myth with the tangible evidence of the written word. Its kings spoke directly to the heavens, its scribes carved the first sentences of the Chinese language, and its artisans forged magnificent works of art that continue to amaze the world today. Thank you for watching. In our next episode, we'll explore the Zhou dynasty, the era that gave China its foundational political philosophy, the Confucian social order, and the powerful idea that even kings could lose heaven's blessing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss it.